Good morning, my name is Jacob Kello. I'm here with Sergeant at Arms candidate Jonas Padilla.
Good morning.
We're going to discuss some things, go over some questions we have for him after debates. So Jonas, in debates you seem very realistic about your ideas, very upfront with everything you're going to do. What are you going to do to improve the school specifically?
Big thing with me is, like you said, I'm realistic. So my plans are going to be very Senate-based, very school event-based. So first of those would be the ride-sharing program is a big plan I have. Because as homeroom senators know, the Senate this year had a plan to change the whole homeroom system, integrating different grades together. And I was very opposed to this idea because I believe it's part of the experience to be with the same people for all 40 years. And part of the reason they proposed this plan was because they thought it would get more underclassmen rides to events. But my solution to this problem would be to create a ride-sharing program or a website, more specifically, for underclassmen to find people who can give them rides who live near them to get them to events.
Okay, so ideas that specifically are realistic can be done by yourself are the ones you're going to focus on next year?
Yes, that's what I'm going to focus on.
Okay, good. So in your debates you talked about not being a pushover when it comes to being Sergeant at Arms. What do you mean by that?
So what I mean by that is that attendance was down in Senate meetings this year, and that's a problem. And it comes down to we need homeroom reps to be in the meetings. And I don't mean I'm going to be mean, I'm going to be fair. As part of the job, Sergeant at Arms, I need to make sure that everyone's there and hold everyone accountable. So I'm not going to be excusing consistent lates without real excuses, and it will take a lot to provide a real excuse to miss multiple lates. Because homeroom representatives, it's their job to represent their homeroom. And if they aren't showing up and doing their job, then their homeroom doesn't have representation in Senate, and that's not fair.
Good. Last question. You say that kids should know ahead of time what they're getting into when they're becoming senators in terms of tenants. Does this mean that kids with many extracurricular activities shouldn't be a part of the Senate, or should be?
No, not at all, actually. I'm involved in 3 sports, and I've always been in the Senate. Big thing is that Senate meetings aren't that often. We keep them brief. They're not too often. Coaches are understanding. The way I put it is you can be late to a practice for a Senate meeting. Coaches will be understanding of that. If you have a game, that's something that I would excuse. I would not make you be late or miss a game. As the Sergeant at Arms, if you're a homeroom rep, that's understandable. I encourage homeroom reps to be involved in multiple things, actually.
Just prioritize.
Prioritize Senate.
Okay.
It shouldn't interfere too much, so don't worry about that. Just be ready to give your 100% to the Senate.
All right, Jonas, thank you so much.